We understand where we're at in the cycle. We understand what altcoins are about to do. We understand that the alt season is yet to come. And as many have said, oh, there's no alt season this year. There's no alt season this cycle. It's never going to happen. It's only a BTC dominated cycle. Yeah. I've heard it all. But many will cope. Many will try to find ways to cope. When those inside of the Taylor's Code, those inside of the network, those riding with us will be worried about, where are we going to spend all of your money? With whom? For what? When? Where? That's what we're going to be figuring out. All right, gentlemen. Let's take a look at an update on the markets. Okay. So let's go to the monthly. Let's go to the high time frames for you. Okay. So let's look at the monthly time frame. Logarithmic. Let's throw on some trend lines on here. There's the bull market trend. We'll get rid of this one. Oops, this should not have done that. Undo that. Let's hide that though. Fib retracement, parallel. Yep. Parallel. Yep. Okay. All right, good. So there's a bull market trend on the monthly time frame. Still haven't lost it. Okay. Last cycle top, bear market bottom. Okay, up only since then. Let's take a look at a couple indicators here. Let's take a look at the RSI Symphony for relative strength on Bitcoin. And then I also want to take a look at relative strength index. And then we should be good. Yeah, we'll start with these two. Okay, let's take a look. So on the monthly time frame, let's look at the much higher time frames. Where's the RSI at? RSI is right above the yellow moving average, which I'm going to increase the thickness on this so we can see it better. Okay. Let's increase the thickness on this as well. Okay. So you got your moving average on the RSI. So we just crossed above it last couple of months. Okay. So we're back in a more of a bullish environment overall. Okay. Now, keep in mind, we've not become incredibly overbought on the monthly time frame yet this cycle. Okay. So last cycle top, this is what you had right here. Massive overbuying on the monthly time frame. Last cycle top, same thing. Massive overbuying on the monthly time frame before, like, so oops, what in the world? Okay. So on a higher time frame, this is what we're looking at, right? So on the monthly, last cycle top, October 17, November 17, December 17, okay? We crossed above the yellow moving average in September, October 15. And we stayed above it all the way up till we peaked here, which was the high in 17, before nuking back down and staying below it throughout the bear market. And then we moved back up higher. Okay. Move back up higher above the yellow was the second cycle top in 2021. Okay. So this is what it looked like when the cycle topped on a monthly time frame. Okay. So the reason that I'm still positioned and still continuing to position in the winners that I'm in is because to me, this cycle has not topped yet. Okay. It hasn't topped because in the two previous cycles, when we came above the moving average on the RSI and we came completely overbought on the RSI, when we crossed back down below the yellow moving average, it was a significant loss and we stayed below it throughout the bear market. Here, we didn't have a significant loss, but we came back up. We blew up again, lost it again, rejected, died, right? Bear market, bear market, okay? So this was bear market here, And this was the bear market here underneath this moving average. Okay. So we come back above the moving average on Bitcoin here, February of 23. Kind of retested here in August of 23. And notice that's when the bull market started. Let me actually get rid of that indicator. Okay. It's actually when the bull market started this cycle, when we came back above and retested the moving average on the monthly RSI. So we make this move up higher, come back down, retest the yellow, come back up, lost it, but then reclaimed it. Okay. So this was this false breakdown that we're talking about using different indicators and different TA that took place right here. So you see where we wicked down below the bull market trend line? That was right here. So it actually did break down, but it was a fake out. This is how they fucked everybody. Okay. We did lose the bull market trend for a moment, but it was a false breakdown. Caught back up, pulled back up above, caught back up, pulled back above the yellow moving average. Now we're looking to stick the landing and continue to push up higher. Okay. The reason that's significant is because in the past, when we have lost this right here, so this move, last bull market on the RSI is equivalent to this move where we broke down below the moving average. We kind of come here, except last cycle, we would have come back up into the yellow and then broken down like this. Right? But instead we reclaimed. Instead, up in here, we reclaimed. Okay? Same thing here. You break down, and then we just didn't even do a retest. We just fucking died. And this was bear market. Okay? So I'm just giving you a different piece of confidence, a different way to look at this on a macro to where you can stay confident in staying in the market, that there's more upside to be had. Okay? So we haven't had this massive blow off top on the RSI. Okay. Come on, Naeem. Boom. So we haven't had this massive blow off top on the RSI. So we come back above, we reclaim on the monthly RSI, and we have room to go. We have room to go in the sense that we haven't become, there hasn't been the blow off top yet. Even if it's it peaks a bit lower than 17 cycle and peaks a bit lower than 21 cycle. Maybe we do something like this. And we die there, right? But I expect another blow off top, okay? So with that being said, okay, so the monthly, we have room to go. We have room. It's important because the RSIs do play. The RSIs do matter. Okay, so boom, boom. And you see over time, the peaks become just a bit more shallow as market cap goes up on Bitcoin is natural. As market cap goes up, the less volatile, the less overbought, oversold an asset's going to become. Okay. So now let's move it to the weekly. So we take a look at the weekly and let's pull up the RSI again. What's our strength looking like? Okay. On the weekly, we also haven't had the blow off top locally yet. So what do I mean by that? Blow off top, last cycle high when you had the blow off top on the monthly. Blow off top on this move up from the bull market, beginning of the bull market, right? Let's fucking go, Boba Fett. What's going on? We get this move up here on the weekly, which was this, right? We haven't had that overbought yet on the weekly, okay? So we have room on the weekly for RSI. Good. When we do get that move, we've been talking about this. I'm expecting it hitting 156,000. Okay. Let's look at the daily. On the daily, where are we at with RSI? In the middle, right? Room to run. Room to run. This is why I'm expecting a push for all-time highs and a breakout here in the month of July. Because we're lined up in a way where it makes sense. The daily RSI is at the midpoint, so it has room to run if we run. The weekly's got room to run, monthly's got room to run. So if the higher time frames have room to run, that's when you can get the breakouts, right? Because we have to be below overbought on monthly, weekly, daily to be able to get those big price breakouts. Not the little fucking ranging side to side, $10,000, $15,000 in price. No, I'm talking about a $20,000, $30,000 run. You have to have room to go on the larger time frames. So we do have that right now. Okay. So the RSIs look good. Cool on Bitcoin. I like that. Fantastic.